Dear students, welcome to this lecture. Today we will discuss non-state actors' engagement in development. The objectives for this lecture are to explore the concept of development, to understand the concept of non-state actors, to explore various non-state actors, and to explore engagement of various non-state actors in development. Dear students, development means improvement in people's lives and society. But the concept of development depends on how we define improvement. The concept of development refers to progress and positive changes in different aspects of human life and society. How we understand and define development has evolved over time. Initially, development simply meant increasing a country's national income. But now, the concept of development includes human progress in health, knowledge, and standard of living. Countries like India have shown that high economic growth does not always guarantee better human development. The traditional approach measured development using indicators like goods and services produced. The changed concept focuses on people's well-being and ability to lead lives they value. Factors like health, education, security, gender equality, and environment are considered. Rather than just income, the new concept of development emphasizes enhancing people's capabilities, ability and freedom to achieve valuable functionings or beings and doings. This is a more meaningful way to improve citizens' quality of life. Development now goes beyond meeting people's basic needs to increasing their freedom of choice and action. It focuses on empowering individuals and removing restrictions that leave people with little choice and opportunities. Development used to be seen as a top-down process driven by the state. The changed concept sees people as agents of change, not just beneficiaries. This citizen-centered approach makes development democratic, inclusive, and sustainable. With the growing threats of climate change and resource depletion, development is now understood in the context of environmental sustainability. Green growth with a lower carbon footprint and efficient use of resources has become an important part of the concept. Overall, the concept of development has broadened and deepened with a shift in focus from limited economic indicators to more multidimensional progress that prioritizes well-being, empowerment, equity, and sustainability. Dear students, let us now look at elements of development. There are different views on what truly makes a society develop, like economic development, environmental development, social or political development. Let us look at economic development. Economic development means the growth of a country's economy. It means improving the lives of people and making a nation richer. There are many ways to measure if a country is developing economically, such as higher GDP, higher incomes, better roads and hospitals, more industries, modern technologies, etc. Let us look at social development. Social development means improving the living standards and social well-being of people. It focuses on health, education, poverty, environment, gender equality, etc. The concept of development in the social sphere leads to greater access to resources and services for the citizens. Let us look at political development. This concept of development refers to the changes and progress in a country's political system over time. Political development involves changes in government structure, political processes, and people's participation in politics. It implies that citizens are able to actively participate in deciding how the state functions. The political system transforms to become more responsive, inclusive, and democratic, enabling individuals to lead better lives through good governance and protection of rights. There is a constant scope for further political development as challenges remain in ensuring democratic participation and social justice. Dear students, let us now understand non-state actors. Non-state actors are groups that, while not affiliated with, directed by, or funded by any government, can exercise significant control over them. Non-state actors may include corporations, private financial institutions, and non-governmental organizations, as well as paramilitary groups, armed guerrilla warfare resistance groups, and terrorist organizations, all of which may employ violence in pursuit of their objectives. Non-state actors claim to have achieved some success in helping to achieve both national and international development goals, such as those around the effects of climate change. In some cases, the actions of non-state actors have contributed to filling the greenhouse gas emissions gap left by inadequate or poorly executed government climate policies. Over the last 2 decades, non-state actors have gained legal credibility and even recognition due to their heavy involvement in the international order. Their growing presence as a more flexible alternative to traditional governmental processes also holds them increasingly accountable to international law. Let us now look at the engagement of various non-state actors in development. Traditionally, the role of development has been associated with the actions of states and their governments. However, in contemporary contexts, the influence of non-state actors has become increasingly significant in shaping and driving development. Non-state actors encompass a diverse range of entities, including non-governmental organizations, multinational corporations, community-based organizations, and international organizations. This lecture aims to explore the pivotal role played by non-state actors in development, shedding light on their functions, impact, and potential challenges. Before delving into their role in development, it is crucial to understand the diverse nature of non-state actors. As the term suggests, non-state actors operate outside the realm of government authority. They are characterized by their non-governmental, non-profit, or non-state nature. Non-governmental organizations or NGOs, for instance, are a prominent category of non-state actors, often driven by social, environmental, or humanitarian goals. Multinational corporations or MNCs, on the other hand, are profit-oriented entities with global operations. Other non-state actors include community-based organizations, think tanks, and international organizations like the United Nations and the World Bank. The emergence of non-state actors in development can be traced back to historical and geopolitical shifts. The post-World War II era witnessed the creation of international institutions such as the United Nations and the International Monetary Fund, laying the groundwork for non-state entities to engage on a global scale. Additionally, the surge in civil society movements during the 20th century signaled a growing awareness of societal issues beyond the purview of states. The establishment of the United Nations in 1945 marked a turning point, providing a platform for collaboration between states and non-state entities. International financial institutions like the World Bank and IMF emerged to address economic challenges and promote global development. Also, the civil rights movement, anti-war protests, and environmental activism in the mid-20th century showcased the potential of grassroots movements in influencing social and political change. Non-state actors began to play a significant role in advocating for human rights, environmental protection, and social justice. Several factors have contributed to the ascendance of non-state actors in the development landscape, reflecting shifts in geopolitics, technological advancements, and changing societal expectations. These are globalization and interconnectedness. The intensification of globalization has interconnected economies and societies, necessitating collaborative efforts beyond national borders. Multinational corporations leverage global networks to influence economic policies and contribute to development through investments and technology transfer. The second is technological advancement. The digital revolution has empowered non-state actors, enabling them to communicate, mobilize resources, and coordinate actions on a global scale. Social media platforms provide NGOs with unprecedented outreach, fostering public awareness and activism. Another is complexity of global challenges. Global challenges such as climate change, pandemic, and refugee crisis exceed the capacity of individual states to address them effectively. Non-state actors, with their agility and expertise, fill gaps in addressing complex and transnational issues. Dear students, let us now look at the shift in development paradigms. The recognition of the limitations of top-down, state-centric development approaches have led to a re-evaluation of the role of non-state actors. The importance of participatory and inclusive development strategies has elevated the significance of civil society and non-state actors. Dear students, let us discuss economic roles of non-state actors in development. Non-state actors, particularly MNCs and NGOs, play pivotal roles in fostering economic development through various mechanisms. MNCs contribute to economic development by injecting capital, creating job opportunities, and transferring technology to host countries. The positive impact of foreign direct investment is evident in the growth of emerging economies like China and India. NGOs engaged in microfinance empower local entrepreneurs, especially women, by providing small loans and financial literacy training. Entrepreneurship development programs contribute to poverty alleviation and sustainable economic growth. Also, MNCs are increasingly adopting corporate social responsibility initiatives, investing in community development projects, environmental sustainability, and social welfare. Corporate social responsibility programs enhance corporate reputations and contribute to the overall well-being of communities. Dear students, let us now look at social contributions of non-state actors in development. Non-state actors actively participate in social development through initiatives focusing on healthcare, education, and human rights. NGOs like Medicines Sans Frontiers and the Gates Foundation address health disparities by providing medical aid, conducting vaccination campaigns, and supporting healthcare infrastructure. Their efforts contribute to improved health outcomes and pandemic preparedness. NGOs and international organizations champion education initiatives, promoting access to quality education and addressing disparities. Technology-driven programs and scholarships foster skill development and empower marginalized communities. In the same manner, human rights NGOs play a vital role in documenting and exposing violations, holding states accountable for their actions. Their advocacy contributes to the establishment of legal frameworks that protect civil liberties and promote justice. Dear students, let us now look at environmental sustainability and the role of non-state actors. Non-state actors are at the forefront of environmental conservation and sustainability efforts, addressing issues like climate change, deforestation, and resource management. Environmental NGOs like Greenpeace and the World Wildlife Fund engage in advocacy, research, and on-ground projects to protect biodiversity and ecosystems. Collaborative efforts with local communities promote sustainable conservation practices. MNCs are increasingly adopting environmentally friendly practices as part of their corporate social responsibility initiatives. Sustainable supply chains, renewable energy investments, and responsible waste management contribute to global environmental goals. Dear students, let us now discuss non-state actors and institutional development. Non-state actors play a crucial role in shaping institutions and governance structures, contributing to the strengthening of democracy and the rule of law. International organizations and NGOs engage in peace-building efforts, facilitating conflict resolution, and support post-conflict reconstruction. Disarmament programs and peacekeeping initiatives contribute to global stability. Non-state actors actively participate in shaping global governance frameworks through participation in international forums and conferences. They contribute to the formulation of policies addressing issues such as trade, human rights, and sustainable development. The emergence of non-state actors in development represents a paradigm shift in how societies address complex challenges. From economic empowerment and social development to environmental sustainability and institutional strengthening, non-state actors contribute dynamically to the development landscape. As the world becomes more interconnected, the collaborative efforts of states and non-state actors will play an increasingly pivotal role in shaping a sustainable and equitable future. Acknowledging the diversity of non-state actors and addressing challenges associated with their involvement are imperative for harnessing their collective potential for the greater good. While the contributions of non-state actors to development are undeniable, challenges and criticisms exist, necessitating a nuanced examination. Some non-state actors face challenges in maintaining transparency and being accountable to the communities they serve. The need for robust mechanisms to ensure accountability in financial dealings and project implementation is paramount. Also, concerns about the potential interference of powerful non-state actors in national affairs and policy making have been raised. Balancing the influence of non-state actors with national sovereignty requires careful consideration and ethical engagement. The concentration of power in the hands of a few influential non-state actors may lead to a perceived democratic deficit. Ensuring inclusive decision making and representation remains a challenge in the context of global governance. Dear students, let us now conclude this lecture. In today's lecture, we discussed about the emergence of non-state actors in development. The concept of development has evolved over the time. It has broadened and deepened with a shift in focus from limited economic indicators to more multidimensional progress that prioritizes well-being, empowerment, equity, and sustainability. Non-state actors play integral roles in the development landscape, contributing diverse resources, expertise, and perspectives. Collaborative efforts between governments and non-state actors are often necessary for comprehensive and sustainable development outcomes. Addressing challenges related to accountability, power dynamics, and cultural sensitivity is essential to maximize the positive impact of non-state actors on development initiatives. So, dear students, it was all about today's lecture regarding non-state actors' engagement in development. I look forward to our next meeting where we will delve into another topic. Until then, take care and goodbye.